The risk against Lubbock Christian's RPI points is basically what you're risking. You lose RPI points by playing them if you lose. If you win, it's basically a dead even deal. Guy at the NCAA told me last year that we were allowed to be able to play 2 games of this nature, and he felt like it'd be really good for the community and for college baseball, and I tend to agree with him.
After that road trip, what kind of mental strain did that take on your guys, those 5 losses?
Well, I'll tell you, the coming off the deal on Friday was it was definitely, there was a lot of emotion spent on Friday evening, and then to lose that game was definitely is emotional to the guys and definitely affected them. But I really felt like going into Saturday and Sunday, those were separate days for us, which is what you want to see. We talked about it. I mean, if you go out and you pitch and you keep yourself in the game from the start, you look like a lot more mature team. You look like a more veteran team if you got a guy on the mound that can basically keep you in the game or, shut them down. You hear that all the time in the big leagues, that's what the aces do, I mean, in the middle of a losing streak, those guys can go in and basically, shut it down and say, hey, we're going to win this game. And we didn't have that last weekend.
How tough is it to pitch against a lineup like K-State with all those guys hitting over 300?
Well, I didn't pitch. But I can tell you, my viewpoint from the dugout, it looked pretty tough. Now, at the same time, Don Marino, he didn't pitch great, but he had some success against them. We had different guys. McCrumman had some success in the 8th inning when he came in, got the double play ball. And we had different guys had success at different times. We just didn't close out that one game, and then it looked really hard to pitch to them on Saturday and Sunday, as you can see.
With Moreno, are you going to try to do some things to make him last longer in games? It seems like he's going 5, 6 last couple starts.
Yeah, I would say Coach Haver and him probably, the main deal is you're pitching to contact. But what he gets sometimes is he gets some foul balls and some swings and misses, and that's where you get the high pitch count. There's a fine line between pitching for your team and pitching to get ground balls and not pitching to contact. And we definitely want him pitching to contact, which he's done for the most part the whole year.
Can you talk about, we've been asking you for weeks about the offense, but it seems like the pitching overall the last couple of weeks has really kind of started to fall off. Is it a matter of guys just hitting a slump? Is it a matter of young guys kind of hitting an innings wall? What do you feel like has been the deal the last couple of weeks?
Well, first thing is I don't really like it that we separate the two. I mean, it kind of makes me think of the deal like the football teams when they get the offense on the bus and the defense on the bus. We're all going to win the same game, and really the main stat that matters is the wins and losses. And but to answer your question, to go back to, since you want to separate them, since we want to, and people want to separate them, really we were pitching ahead more 3 weeks ago than we have in the last couple weeks. We were getting ahead with first pitch strikes, and this past week, we haven't.
Is there a reason why all of a sudden it's turned around?
Well, one big reason is Trey Masick hadn't been in the rotation for 3 weeks. And you got young guys, and I think it's very safe to say that visually learning is probably the simplest way to learn. And you got guys sitting in the dugout watching a guy that's filling up the strike zone, having success, pitching to certain parts of the plate, and they go, okay, that's what I need to go do. I need to go try to match that. We had that at one time, and right now what you got is you got Dom's been going on Friday, or he went this past Friday, and he had a little success, and then really just on Saturday, the game just got away from us Saturday really early. That's not part of the answer.
What is Trey's prognosis? Obviously, I don't think he would be back for this. You wouldn't use him against LSU, but maybe Does he look he might be back for Kansas?
Well, we're going to get him a little work on Sunday. He's going to start Sunday. He threw a nice bullpen yesterday. No pain, no problems with anything. By no means, though, will he go 5 innings on Sunday, I don't think, unless they're really swinging early in the count and we're getting a lot of ground balls early. We're talking 40, 50 pitches on Sunday.
You know, since I've been here, we haven't played him yet, but I think it'll be a good game. I know it'll be a lot of fans out there, and I think it'll be a good game for this town. So.
How did that 5-game, road trip affect you guys mentally?
I think we just have to put it past us. You know, we struggled a little bit. We know that we got to come out and play good baseball this weekend, so we're going to focus on that.
All right, talk about the struggles the pitching has had the last. Coach kind of talked about it, not all of a sudden going from not pitching or pitching ahead to not pitching ahead. Why does it seem to flip, and how do you guys flip it back?
We just have to, have focus out there. Coach talked about how important it was for us to, get ahead of the batters, and that's one of the key things we need to do for us to have success. So we just got to keep working at it.
Outside of when he's actually on the mound, how much does it help having Trey back and just the overall pitching staff? How does it help everybody?
He's definitely one of the leaders on the team. Whether it be him in the dugout cheering us on or him on the mound, getting the batters out. So we need him all times.
Do you guys feel like maybe, and we've talked, we've kind of asking you questions for weeks now about the slump and the slide. Do you guys feel like you're starting to hit rock bottom where you can kind of get this thing back up? Do you feel like?
I think that the hitters are coming around. Pitching's has been struggling a little bit, but I think once we pick it up, and I think we will pretty soon. I think we'll be all right.
You guys feel like you're at a point to where if it doesn't happen soon, it's going to cost you the season?
We can't worry about that. We got to take it one game at a time. Can't get ahead of ourselves, and if we do that, take care of one game at a time, I think we'll be all right.
It's always rough to go on the road for long stretches, but we've got a couple days off here to get our legs back under us, and I think we'll be good going forward.
LC is number 5 in the nation. Any nerves going into Sunday?
Not really nerves. They're a good ball team, and they're from Lubbock. It's going to be a fun game. But we're going to treat it just like any other game and try to win it.
How nice is it for everybody to sit back there and see that Trey is back?
It's very nice. We need Trey. He's going to help us a lot, and it's awesome to have him back.
Did Trey and Moreno being down cause the hitters, maybe even the other pitchers, to press a little bit?
I wouldn't say necessarily press, but when we have him, it's so much better. Yeah.
Jake, you've been able to hit the ball with some regularity, kind of break yourself out of the slump. How do you get the rest of the team to kind of come along and follow you and get everybody going at the same time?
We're just going to keep playing hard, man. Everyone in the lineup can hit, and it's going to come. So we just got to give it a little time.
Do you feel like time is running out at all?
We have to have a sense of urgency. We talk about that all the time, though, and I think we're going to be okay.